You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and sending email on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Roads Yet Traveled. So yeah, before we jump into it, just want to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, we're up, and let's go. Oh, well, that's still nice. Yeah, it is. My coworkers usually come over because I have the most space. Right, other things to do. Well, Marilyn gave a brief overview, I think. But there are some places you might like. There's the garden off of the greenhouse. The theater plays movies and stuff by request. And the long walkways. That's not an official title or anything, but there are some long hallways with lots of windows. It's nice to just look out sometimes. Huh, seems like Doc missed some cool stuff in his description. That's good to know you guys have movies and such. I was curious. Yeah, the theaters are nice. There are a few, so it's not too hard to reserve one for movies, if they aren't being used for presentations. Oh, right. Work first. But it's nice everywhere here. It doesn't often feel too busy, except maybe during the lunch rush. But even that isn't too bad. Just a bit hectic. Lots of muzzles to feed, huh? Yeah, I'm glad I'm not on the cafeteria staff. It's a lot of work. So do you like hanging out with your coworkers a lot? Chris and Milo? Cass and Milo. Yeah, they're my aides. They help me manage things. Well, sometimes. They both worked here a bit longer than me, so they know a lot and it helps. Just as he finishes his sentence, his eyes perk up and he holds up his hand as the screen appears. He starts typing away before realizing he was in the middle of something. Sorry, Rias. I need to deal with this. Is that alright? Oh, did you get a message? Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. I'm gonna lay down for a bit. Sorry, again. It shouldn't take too long. Hey, it's fine, Rune. Take all the time you need. With that, and a small nod, he gets right back to his message. Huh. It's fine. Maybe 3 or so marks left until Doc gets here. I should conserve my energy. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to deal with today, so once I get out of here. A horde of rabid scientists? More tests? This elusive captain? I hope nothing. Maybe just dinner? We'll see soon enough. I come close to nodding off a few times, but the thought of being out here kept me awake. Anxiety, rather. Just lying in my bed observing those two is interesting enough, really. How they act so similar. It's hard to put a finger on it. They roll their eyes at the messages they read. They seem to get discouraged at bad news. I swear I could even see them making typos and going back to fix them. Why wouldn't they? But still, these little things that mean nothing add up to so much. I'd say it humanizes them, but, well, they aren't human. It is a fact I have to remind myself of, though. Despite the rogue ear flick, a tail wag, or a tooth or tongue peeking out of a yawning mouth, they act human. I suppose it may just be how all species are. Well, sentient and bipedal ones, at least. How they interact with their tech is even more fascinating, though. Merrick just slowly typing away with one hand on his screen, pressing some buttons that aren't even there. I wonder if his neural lets him see more screens, or if his eye does. And then there's Rune. He seems to be typing the same as Merrick, one hand just tapping away at the projected keyboard, but upon closer inspection, I think he's typing with both hands at once. Despite using his arm to project the screen, his fingers are still moving in concert with the buttons. It looks disorienting, to say the least. I can't imagine how to even begin doing that, but he manages. They both do. I feel like a child looking at their cool older brother using their new smartphone, and I suppose, in a way, I am. I wonder if Doc really thinks that really uses that junk he showed me. If so, he deserves an upgrade to at least something as cool as Merrick's. Maybe not Rune's, though. I think Doc needs both of his arms. Speaking of Marilyn, where is he? It feels like it's getting close to the 28th mark or whatever. Not that I'd really know. But I'm pretty antsy for sure. They did mention some rules or something that they were going to explain as well. I'm sure it's just like simple stuff. Please don't break anything. Please don't scare the other scientists. Please don't murder our crew. I'll be sure to write them down, though. Might be a while. Getting up to stretch, I accidentally lock eyes with Merrick. I throw him a casual wave and don't bother waiting for the response I know isn't coming. After grabbing a cup to drink, I head back over to the wall and sit back down by Rune, who's still typing away on his arm. Can't really understand what he's typing, but the interface seems fairly standard, for an email at least. A keyboard, a window to type in, and everything else. Looking up, I realize he's staring at me. Hi, Rias. Sorry, Rune, did I scare you? I was just curious. No, I was just working. Sorry, what mark is it? I don't know, bud. Can you check on your monitor? Right, of course. It's the 27th mark? Oh, by the filament, how long was I working? Filament? He means the eye. Ah! To my surprise, it seems Merrick has taken interest in our conversation and made his way over to us. Or he was at least bored of working and wanted to bother us. Silently and by surprise. As per usual, it seems with these two. Hey there, Merrick. Anyways, it's fine, Rune. I was just napping anyways. Oh, still, you should tell me if that happens again. I answered one message and then, well, I got carried away. Hey, it's okay, bud. Really. Seems like it was a good time to stop, though. Doc might be here soon. Oh, 1 second, y'all. Water time. Is he not here yet? No. Oh. Should I message him? No. Doc will be here. He's never late. That's good. We both look away from each other. Not that they were making eye contact to begin with, and the conversation runs dry. These two really need to cut the theatrics. I get they have a hard time working together, and I feel that's mostly on Merrick, but it does feel a tad childish at times. Maybe I'm being rude, but it really doesn't make my life any easier when 2 of my 3 caretakers just will not interact with each other. Still, it's clear there's something I don't know, and it might not even be appropriate to bring up. But can't they just show up a bit? Can't they just show a bit of a working professionalism? That's hypocritical of me to ask. I've never held a job I liked myself. Huh. It's neither here nor there, I suppose. One issue at a time. So, Merrick, you have any idea what Marrow's gonna talk about? What do you mean? Like, isn't he delivering me the rules from the captain or something? Yeah, I think so. Otherwise, I don't know. It's not important enough to be kept in the loop. I gave my opinion, was asked no further questions. I'm sure Doc and the Chief basically did all the work, though. Cap probably could care less. As far as the rules, well, there's no precedent. Not that I know of. We mostly have these cells for medical confinement anyways, not exactly stowaways. Or aliens. Well, if Dr. Sinnoh had his paws on them, I'm sure they'll be fine. If it's more than saying stay out of the way, I'd be surprised myself. Seems we can agree on that. I hope she lets you see more of the station. Yeah, oh yeah. That'd be kind of unfortunate if I was out of here but still confined. I'd love to see all the places you guys have told me about. It sounds exciting. I've never given a tour before. Probably a reason for that. If I could elbow him right now, I would. Still, it would be better if you knew your way around. Running about as you did might just cause another panic. And having you get lost is just as bad. Yeah, getting lost doesn't sound great considering how big you've made this place out to be. It's small once you get used to it. What is that? Door opens. This is it. I can hear his footsteps from here. Rune stands up and Merrick makes room for the Korean of the hour. Hello, Rias. Hello, Merowyn. His smile fills the room. I can see he has some documents with him. I can only assume the contents. Let's not make our guest wait anymore, shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. He hands out the papers and they begin scanning the documents. Is someone going to explain the rules to me, or... Ha! Of course, Rias. By the order of Captain Bell, you are to be released from holding it into the custody of Dr. Merowyn Sinnoh, Director Rune Tyran, and Officer Merrick Saris. That's not my... Second now. Water time. In addition, all food, housing, and safety concerns will be under their jurisdiction for the duration of their extended stay on Icaroid 02 station. They are restricted to the upper decks and the executive suite. They must be accompanied at all times, etc., etc. Any and all incidents must be reported and so on. Doc? I think you skipped some of it. Bah! Must we do all this now? Let us celebrate. There's not but a few minutes left. Well, I appreciate his excitement. It certainly is a bit odd that he'd want to go over the probably very important document later rather than earlier. Is something up? Is he hiding something? Again? I mean, I'm as excited as anywhere, Doc, but are you sure that's all the important stuff? You too? I wanted this to be a good night for you, not to go over the legal documents. Trust me, most of this is just for us anyways. For you? Yes, like how to react in an emergency, who to contact and such. What's important for you is to know that you must stay with one of us unless you are in your room. And that you are currently restricted to the upper floors. Mostly. I promise. As vague as ever, I see. Still. Huh. Alright. I trust you, Merowyn. Thank you, Rias. I promise, it's nothing. Hey, Doc? Yes, Merrick? It says their room and all, but it doesn't say where they are staying. Oh, well, yes. So, what? They staying in one of the empty crew quarters? Those are on the lower decks. They can't go there yet. Right, yeah. So, where then? Well, there are some rooms that intersect with the area he is allowed to stay in. Okay, but where? They're the executive rooms. Our rooms. Merrick seems to react in slow motion as he realizes what is happening. His eyes widen, his ears go back, and his jaw goes slack. I wish I had a camera. Oh, that makes sense. Only some crew is allowed in there. It usually has very little foot traffic. Most rooms are more than enough to fit 2 people as well. Well, mine at least. They all are. Don't worry, Rune. Rias will have a bed no matter who he chooses. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, well... Doc, what do you mean, chooses? Well, I suggested that Rias should be able to pick their own roommate, to show that they are no longer a captive. And since we are all in an executive suite, it was deemed acceptable. My heart skips a beat as all the Korean turn to face me. I suppose it makes sense, but it's certainly more pressure than I was expecting. I was half expecting to just be thrown in an empty room, but I see that wouldn't work. Are you sure, Doc? I already feel like I'm intruding on you guys a lot. A second, y'all. It is, in fact, water time. Let's see. There we go. Alright. Trust me, it's quite alright. It was deemed the safest choice for you as well, and that was one of our top priorities. So please, choose any room you'd like. Looking over the dogs in front of me, it's surprisingly hard to really choose. Mara has been nothing but kind to me. He seems to put in extra effort to make sure I'm doing okay, and really seems like he wants to try to connect with me. But he also seems to have late hours, and is always busy. Rune seems nice too. He seems quite reasonable despite how shy he is, and it's been nice talking to someone just normally. Although it does seem he has a tendency to sleep elsewhere, and kind of get lost on his own thoughts a lot. There's also Merrick, who is a jackass, but he has shown a side of himself a few times that I don't think I understand. A certain kindness. God, I don't know. I don't know any of them that well, and oddly enough, the only one who I know what it would be like to live with even a bit is Merrick. Speaking of Merrick, he actually looks worried. Are you alright, Merrick? Yeah, but I just remembered I have the smallest room, so maybe don't pick me. No, you don't. They're all the same size. Well, I snore. Yeah, so maybe pick one of them instead. Merrick, I've watched you sleep. I don't think you snore. Please stop being difficult, Merrick. We'll have to do our part to look over Rias. If he chooses your room, then that's how it will be. I almost feel bad. Almost. Maybe if his attempts at making his room seem less habitable weren't so funny. Guess I can really just choose. Alright, I'm gonna pause it right there, y'all. So, I think this is gonna be a Merrick route. I'm going to do a poll and see who y'all want me to go with first. So, alright. Ooh, excuse me. Anyway, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before we go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to my bronze tier patrons. Thank you to all of you and your awesome donations. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. To our silver tier patron, Cade Silvermoon, thank you so much for going a little bit above and beyond. We greatly appreciate that. And to our gold tier patron, Amr, thank you so much for subscribing to our ultimate tier. We hope you like your new icon. So yeah, if y'all want to get your name on the end credits, then this is as little as $5. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye!